Welcome back to my vlog series, you guys. Okay, so as many of you know, I'm obsessed with Pilates. It's my favorite thing to do. And this is me at Viva Pilates. This is where I'll be hosting my client appreciation event. It's an amazing studio over in Allied Gardens that my girlfriend opened. And then afterwards, I ended up heading over to the Lafayette Hotel. Now, this is one of my favorite venues. I pretty much opened this place. I've been here so frequently, I deserve a gold placard at the bar. But anyways, as a history lover, I just love how they stayed faithful to the concept as well as brought new innovation to it. So if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. I love this spot. So one of the things I was focused on working on this day was preparing for a video shoot that I had with several of my girlfriends who I work with and coordinating what that shoot was going to look like, the topics that we were going to discuss pertaining to everyone's role in a real estate transaction and just organizing what that looked like. So yeah, I was just letting the creative juices flow over here. And then on a separate day, I celebrated my mom's birthday at Birch Aquarium. I went ahead and took her here and we had a great time. So lately I've been seeing all over TikTok videos that are very like heavy-handed, where it's like, do this workout, not this one, and this one works better than this one. I think you should do whatever gets you into the gym. I also think you need to do what feels right for your joints, your injuries, your body, because everyone's body is just slightly different from one another. So do what actually gets you going in the gym. So this is over in Pacific Beach, the shoot that I was referring to earlier. So it takes a lot to make these things happen, but we actually wrapped the shooting part itself in about 15 minutes. So really good quality content. It's up on my page if you'd like to go check it out. It's a little bit more information about the people behind the transaction. Cutie. Okay, the way that I'm obsessed with how my hair looks right now. Wow, I didn't put enough product on this side, I don't think. It's like fluffier on this side than on this side. Anyways, yeah, I'm really excited. So R4 is coming up. I'm leaving on Sunday and this will be my second time going to R4. So let me dig through my bag really quick. So last year I was recruited and at that time I was with Real Broker. Now, I've never been wedded to a brokerage, ever. I just think I've known so many people who have been at so many different brokerages, and I'm very big on go wherever it makes the most sense for your business, period. But this is like my little badge I had from last year, and it says like first time attendee on it. It's kind of like sentimental. I thought about doing a video about this. And it was interesting because like, I just didn't know what I was doing. Like I was there essentially by myself and like, yeah, I had some people from the RB office there and my broker, but they were running around doing their own thing. All that aside, I am looking forward to the networking opportunities and meeting other agents from around the world. Like last year was really cool. Like I did get to hear a lot of feedback from other agents throughout the country. And then also there were just agents there from Argentina and Mexico and New Zealand and like Australia and like China. It's kind of insane. So anyways, so it stopped raining and I thought it would be a good time to tell you guys a little bit about what happened last year at R4. So picture it. I am being recruited from Real, another brokerage that I had been at for several years, not by choice. It's more so just the teams that I was on, they were anchored there. And I'm very big on basically just going where it makes the most sense for your business. So that being said, I went into this, you know, not really knowing all that many people. I knew some, and it was a little intimidating. So I can't remember if it was the first or the second night. And I was sober, so I was not drinking. I was just kind of hanging out with people and just seeing what the vibe was. And I ended up going to bed. I think I got back to the hotel room around like 11. You know, when you're dreaming and you hear like things outside of your dream and it kind of gets incorporated into it. So that's kind of what happened. Hear like this pounding, and I don't remember what I was dreaming about at all. But what I do remember is literally like hearing the pounding get louder and louder until suddenly I hear yelling. And so I wake up and I'm like, what is happening? Like there's like, you know, light streaming into my hallway of my room, and I sleep in the dark. And so I was like, what the hell is even happening right now? And there's these men in my doorway yelling, and I get up and I'm just like, hello? And they're just like, ma'am, are you okay? Are you okay? And I was like, I'm fine. Who are you? Like, what are you doing here? And they're all like EMTs and like, you know, fire gear and stuff. There's probably like 6 dudes. It's like, are you okay? Like, we received a call from this room, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I think you guys have the wrong room. And they're like, are you sure? Like, and I'm sure they're coming across drunk people all the time, right? Like, who are just completely like out of sorts and just like whatever. But I was like, no, I assure you guys, I am fine. I think you have the wrong room. And so on the 3rd time of them asking me, they call their dispatcher, and the dispatcher's like, oh yeah, you guys have the wrong room. So they literally just go, oh, sorry about that, and they just like take off, which of course they have to get to the next person who is probably in need and whatever. But I was just kind of like, what are we doing? And so the next day, where was I at? The Mandalay. They didn't get back to me at all. They didn't tell me anything. So I called the concierge and I'm like, you guys, this happened. Are we going to acknowledge this? Like, this was super upsetting and disturbing. And thank God it wasn't like my mom, because she has severe PTSD about break-ins and stuff like that. And I can see where like any normal person might be somewhat disturbed. And, and they were just like, oh, we're so sorry. Here's a $75 voucher. And I took it. So this is going to be a quick Ulta haul. I got some goodies that I'd love to share with you guys. Okay, so this is like my 3rd bottle of this. I will say that I have not cared for the other 2 very well. I plan on doing a lot better this time around, but she's expensive, so I need to be better at this. But Beyonce's brand. I think it's also really good at reviving straight hair, but also works well in like curly. So I'm giving this one a shot again. I didn't necessarily love it, I don't think, but it was travel size. I need to bring some curly hair items to Vegas. I've never tried this before, so we're gonna give this one a shot. I did try it in store, and I really did like the concept of it. I mean, it smelled really good. So I used to use Inner Sense when I would get my hair done all the time. It's been a while, honestly, and I don't remember if I like this one, so we're going to try that one out. Or leave-in conditioner, because I cannot have enough of that. I got some makeup remover. So I typically use coconut oil, but I decided to get something that was just travel size and convenient and already ready to go. And of course, my favorite. I got some of my girlfriends this fragrance. I'm obsessed with this stuff. The smell of it is just so good. Love it, love it, love it. The mango is my favorite. Thought we would be standing again. I was all ready.
I think Holly stole my lemons.
Your lemon?
Yeah, she did.